I've come for a little adventure today. I'm up Malham Cove and I'm going to go to Gordale Scar and then a loop round Janet's Foss and back. The weather's still not great today. I mean, we've had 3 storms, like proper, 70 to 100 mile an hour storms in the last week. The roads were really flooded yesterday. They're a lot better today, so the drive wasn't too bad. And just as you're getting towards Malham, it's absolutely stunning, really pretty. So for camping tonight, rather than camping up on the top of Malham, because it's very exposed and it's still going to be 40 mile an hour winds up there, I'm going to go to Gisburn Forest, which is in the Forest of Bowland. I've found a couple of potential camp spots there, so hopefully if I manage to camp you'll be watching this video. If not, I'm just randomly talking to the camera for no reason and I'll end up deleting everything. And also I've got my new Scarp 1 tent tonight, so if I can find a spot to camp tonight, I am camping. So I hope you enjoy. Bye. Where the water comes out underneath the rocks through the cave. There's a cave a bit like this in the Peak District called Gordale, and the water all comes out of the cave in the winter. It's really cool, beautiful valley. Just on the way up to Gordale Scar now. So these are the steps up from Malham Cove, walking along the top, and then down to Gordale Scar. And then we'll be going down to Janet's Foss and back to Malham. Scar. I've decided we've got the magnificent Malham Cove, the Great Gordale Scar, And then I was trying to think of what we could have for Janet's Foss. Joyous, jolly. And I thought, what about the jewel of Janet's Foss? What do you reckon? The jewel of Janet's Foss. Nice ring? Now in Malham, and I'm going to head over to Gisburn Forest to go and find my little camp spot. So it's been absolutely stunning here. The weather's been pretty decent, right, windy but nice and sunny. It's not rained, and it hasn't been, you know, proper storm force winds. It's still been about 40 miles an hour, so yeah, pretty windy up on the tops, but yeah, it's all right, quite refreshing. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Absolutely gorgeous place, and yeah, we'll see what's to come next. So I'm at Gisburn Forest now. I'm just in a little car park in the middle of the woods. It should be reasonably sheltered. It's not too bad with the wind, and I've not even found my spot yet. This should be even more sheltered, and I know the wind's going to drop down tonight, so we should be all good, and we get to play with the Scarp and ooh, maybe just a little bit excited. it as a drum. Everything nice and tight. It was actually quite easy to set up, to be honest. So yeah, all good. I've tied these up to the trees rather than, I have actually got 2 trekking poles, but being them under the trees, I'll do that. Yeah, happy. So for dinner tonight we have chicken and scallop potato. So freeze-dried chicken with scallop potato, mixed veg, onion, peppers, mushrooms, herbs and chasseur sauce. Okay, so this is what my mum's chicken chasseur, well it's actually chicken and scallop potatoes looks like. Plenty of veg and chunks in there. It does taste really, really good. Okay, so it's about 8 o'clock and I've had my dinner. Pooch is all snuggled up. Oh, she looks really cute. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, I'm just going to watch some stuff on the Kindle and chill out to the sounds of the river. Just got a sleeping bag, a jumper and a coat on. And then I've got these 2 bits of foam. My TV stand.
I'm Team AR Georgia, and I've been involved in adventure racing for about 16 years now.
Right, I'm going to have a quick play with the cross poles, just to get used to setting it up and just see what the difference is with having them on, really. So yeah, been working a little bit. Yeah, so I'm really liking it with the cross poles. I'm actually feeling like a total wuss now for camping down here instead of like up on the top of Malham Cove or something. Because yeah, with those cross poles and just the general rigidity of the tent, it feels like an absolute tank compared with my other one. I mean, my other one's a good tent for a starter tent, but you know, it cost under 150 quid. But you know, it's a really good little tent for what it is. That's a beast. So, little look around camp. Proper stealth camping. This is the path. Yeah. I mean, you'd have to be looking for it, wouldn't you? Just get that little glimpse of it. So, yeah, stealth camping. Not that I needed it, but I just wanted to get off the path, really. Beautiful morning. I did think about camping here on this grass, which looks nice and flat, doesn't it? But it's not. It's really lumpy bumpy. Lumpy bumpy is not good for nighty-nighty. Yeah, just camped underneath those trees. Let's go and have a look. I mean, it did not need going out like that. I was just having a play with it. It always looks like a spider. It's got that many ropes and things coming off it, look. Yeah. Yeah, well chuffed. Well chuffed with that. I think the only thing that makes it not a true 4-season tent is that the ventilation options are mostly at the bottom. So obviously you've got the ones at the bottom here, which you can pull up, and you can pull up these side bits as well, and you can see it doesn't come all the way down to the bottom as well. So obviously if you were in snow, you'd get a bit of snow under there, wouldn't you? So I've actually just scuffed it all back up as well, so it's not even a flat bit of earth. It's totally leave no trace. Had a lovely camp with the pooch. I did spot on the map somewhere that I'm going to go quickly and explore down by the river and see if maybe there's some better camping spots. If anyone's planning to come to Gisburn Forest for a camp, it's not the best place. It was slim pickings, to be honest. Certainly on the little bit that I walked around to find a suitable camping spot. It might be that I was just unlucky and there might be, you know, some fantastic places around here, but I wouldn't recommend a huge surge of interest here because generally it's just very lumpy and bumpy. There's nowhere really flat, so I was quite lucky to find this lovely flat bit that's been off for my tent. I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to make my way back to the car now. Should we go home? Do you want to go home? Yay! Come on then! Ah, yeah! Come on then. There's supposed to be a path through there. Don't think I'm going to go that way. That's a lot of trees. They're falling down. That's alright. Where there's will, there's way. There's other routes. So this is why you can't always rely on OS Maps and Google Maps to find good camping spots. So aerial view and OS Maps, you know, it's nice and flat, lots of grass, so you think, that might work. And we've got a building here, so this is a place called Far Barn. I'll just take you around the side, but yeah, you can see what I mean about slim pickings on the camping front. It's just furrows. Whoop. Let's have a quick look at Far Barn. There's loads of these ruins all over the place around Gisburn Forest. It's quite cool. A lot of them got abandoned when the reservoir, Stocks Reservoir, was built. So you could just about camp out here, but maybe in the summer, but it's a bit, no. Yeah, it's a bit squelchy. Looks like I'm not the only one to think it, because that looks like a little fire pit, doesn't it? There's one to put a rock over. Some wood that it looks like people have been burning, so there you go. And it looks like, that to me looks like a honeycomb, like actual bee or a wasp's nest. Oh, it's a wasp's nest. Look, you can see the wasp there. I didn't realise wasps did honeycombs as well. So I guess in here, yeah, little grubs. And they're all dead today. I wonder if that was the queen then. It's quite a... Oh, it's still alive. Oh, mate. Well, let's hide you under there then. Just following this old path here. It's not actually marked on the map. The little stream down there is marked, so I'm just handrailing that back down to the main path. I think this would have been the track that led up to the old barn. So it's quite easy to follow, and I'll be on the main path in a sec.